Alright guys, I have a big announcement to make before today's video. The future of Ohio slash the death of a battleground state slash whatever you want to call the video, my Ohio video, the documentary, is finally done and will be out tomorrow via a premiere. So watch out 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Ohio election video, the future of Ohio. It's around, I'm not going to say how long it is, but you get the point that be ready for it. It's my first premiere, and yes. So this video, I decided to post it today because, yeah, I want to make sure the Ohio video was 100% done. It's in post-production right now, and, yes. Enjoy the video, and enjoy this, special intro for you guys. Oh, hello there, people of the internet. You made it past the very advanced intro that I actually made. Yes, we went from video movie maker to something more advanced. But seriously, guys, I hope you enjoyed the new intro song, the new theme song, whatever you want to call it, and the new introduction theme intro, whatever you want to call it. I decided we need something to spice up the start of videos. But, yeah, if you guys do enjoy the, intro, or the video of today, hit the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, let us try to hit 300 likes on this video. I think we can do it. That'll be greatly appreciated. So let us get right into the video by the title. This is Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. Now, last time, I don't remember exactly what I had for my prediction, but I'll put it on the screen right here, and we're going to see how we go from, you know, like, I think 2 months ago, I think that video was posted, or 2 weeks ago, and we just got to see, but, yeah. So I believe Trump had, like 257 electoral votes. Kamala Harris had 225. That's with, like, 3 toss-up states. And, yeah. So, let's get right into it. So, let's get through all the safe Republican states. That's quite obvious. All of this is safe Republican. Stop with this nonsense that Ohio and Iowa are safe Republican. They are. Maine second, barring some absurd redistricting, is safe Republican. And the great state of Alaska is safe Republican. Now, for the Democrats, we all know by now what states are going to be safe Democrat. Colorado barely makes it safe Democrat. I had a likely Democrat last time, but for now I do believe it's safe Democrat based on all the data we have. And yes. So I believe that is all the safe states except from the Northeast. We all get that New York's be safe Democrat. That's quite obvious. Maine's first, still going to be a safe Democrat district. And there we go. These are the safe states. No matter what you do, they are voting their ways. So, yes. Let us get also rid of the obvious states. Texas, Florida, and for Kamala Harris, that would be easily Virginia. We get those out of the way, get Maine out of the way. It's quite obvious which way those states are going to vote. Virginia, after looking at some data, I do believe could potentially swing like a point or two Republican in the future. It's a state that you look at some of those data points, you look at what's happening in Nova, not crazy to say, oh, it swings like by 2 points or something like that. But Kamala Harris still wins the state by like 8 or 7 points. Florida and Texas, that's quite obvious. Florida trending heavy Republican. Texas is Texas. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now for Maine, yeah, you could have Trump maybe get within 5 there, but I just think that there's too many people from Massachusetts is flooding the state, and I just think as of now, you got to do very good in Maine's first district to even have a chance. But yes, that's the second tier of quite obvious to somewhat obvious. Now let's get right to the real prediction. Let's go from Nevada and work our way to great state of New Hampshire. Nevada, I had it as toss-up last time, but after looking at what's happening in the state, I do believe it is tilting towards Donald Trump. Now, Kamala Harris would do disastrous with Hispanics, and to a lesser extent, suburbanites, especially in a city like Las Vegas. So I do believe Kamala Harris would lose the state of Nevada by half a point, maybe a point. It's a red trending state as well. And I do believe overall that Nevada will be a red lean state, kind of like Arizona is now. You know, like vote a couple points right of the national environment, like it did in our election. Arizona. I'm not even. Everybody, I've done this a ton of times. Arizona is the internal lean red state. It's going to stay lean red till the end of the earth. Or something like that. But either way, it's lean Republican, barring, mass amnesty passing, something crazy happening. It's not going to go away anytime soon for Donald Blumph. It's going to be a lean Republican state. New Mexico. Ugh. I do believe, again, I predicted lean Democrat last time. I do believe lean Democrat, it's going to stay like 4 or 5 point win for Harris. May seem crazy on paper, but I am working, after the Ohio and Beto video, I'll be working on New Mexico. Because you look at some precinct data, you look at some trends, the state that Republicans later on, like 5-10 years, should start to put some resources into. But as of now, like a 4 or 5 point win for Kamala Harris. North Carolina, I'm not going to explain this. It's the 50th time. Like Arizona, I'm not going to bash you guys with the same old talking points. Those states, they're going to be internally lean red for a while to come. Wisconsin, same deal. It's going to continue trending Republican. I mean, just the precinct data alone shows Democrats are practically maxed out in Waukesha, Ozaukee, and even the Milwaukee suburbs, right? There's suburbs inside of Milwaukee County that are practically maxed out for the Democrats. And you look at places like Kenosha and Racine, which are somewhat suburbs, not really. They're trending heavy towards Republicans. And even inner city Milwaukee's trending Republican. That's not even talking about northern Wisconsin with how much it's trending heavy Republican. So this idea that it's gonna stay like toss-up status for a while, no. Especially with Harris. Harris would kill the Democrats' chances in the state of Wisconsin. That's just a fact, alright? I mean, she has a low favorability rating in the state of Wisconsin. And yes, Wisconsin, lean Republican. Nebraska second. Last time I had a likely Republican, mostly because of redistricting. I'm hearing some iffy reports on that. So for now, I want to push it to lean Republican. I'm hearing that they may have a few issues with Nebraska second. They may not be able to gerrymander it that much. So I think it's still going to be like lean Republican. I think a big chunk of Omaha will go to the 3rd district, I believe. And it'll counteract a lot of the trends. So it's going to be like a lean Republican district, but safe at the House level. So yes, lean Republican for Nebraska second, depending how redistricting goes. That's also like with Maine. I both have them both safe because we don't know exactly how they will vote or how they will be redistricted. But as of now, this is what we got. Georgia. Oh boy. Georgia. This is one of the toughest states, one of the most controversial states currently in politics. This is an issue. Now, you can make the argument that Trump was robbed in 2020. Sure. But by how much? We really don't know. That's the issue. I mean, unless something magical happens and like Trump won by like 15 points, it is against Harris, though. Harris would do disastrous with the black vote. It's just, I want to play it safe and put a tilt Republican. I do believe Trump would win it. By how much, that's debatable. I do believe he would still pull it off, especially against Harris, who would do disaster with the blacks, but maybe like a point or two better in the Atlanta suburbs. So that's kind of a wash. I think Trump would still win the state. But again, we don't know exactly the exact details of what's happening in Georgia, but with a new voting bill, may cause some things to happen in the state. Michigan. Michigan. That's another hard one. That is a very I'm gonna say for now, again, I'll play it safe. I do believe Harris would pull it off by like a half a point. It's a state where you would think it would vote closer to like Ohio or Pennsylvania, but it really doesn't. It's kind of out there with like the Detroit suburbs, which are way more left wing than the Philly suburbs. So that's the issue with Michigan. It's the suburbs of Wayne County. That's the entirety of the issue of Michigan. It's so hard to predict, but unless something crazy happens, I do believe tilt Democrat. Minnesota should be a very favorable state to the Republicans, and I do believe with all the COVID nonsense, with the riots in the summer, with everything that happened, I do believe a lot of the swings in Minnesota were inflated. But I do believe Minnesota would vote for Kamala Harris, but vote right of the country, like a 2 points right of the nation. So I do believe Minnesota barely goes towards Harris, but it would trend heavy towards Republicans. I do believe the swings in 2020 were a bit inflated. Not going to say the exact details, but essentially I think the riots played a big role into making kind of like this white guilt crap, stuff like that. I do think that inflated the turnout, inflated a lot of things in the state of Minnesota. Pennsylvania, still Republican, borderline lean. Again, same like Georgia. We just gotta see what happens. We gotta look at voter registration data, but I'm gonna play it safe and say Pennsylvania goes to Trump by like half a point. New Hampshire, this is an interesting one. New Hampshire, this is one where I would say right off the bat, based on the election results, I'll lean Democrat. However, here's the thing with New Hampshire. It's an extremely anti-war state. This state usually always votes for the anti-war candidate. And this is why I do believe Trump really played his cards bad in New Hampshire. New Hampshire's a state that cares about foreign policy a lot. They are anti-war, anti-interventionist. Trump basically never talked about that in the campaign. And what we're seeing in Afghanistan right now, with what we're seeing with Iran, with China, possibly it's going to war with Iran or China, I think Harris wins it, but it'd be closer to margin of 2016 than 2020. I do believe 2020, COVID inflated some things. And I do believe the anti-war messaging wasn't that big of an issue in 2020. And that's why it hurt Trump badly. But it's just New Hampshire. When you look at the issues, it's usually a very anti-war state. Usually that's the number one issue. But as of now, I do believe Harris would still pull it off. As of now. Barring something crazy happening, like we go to war with Iran. But this is my current prediction for 2024. 298 for Trump, 240 for Harris. Now again, some of these states like Michigan, New Hampshire, Minnesota, you could flip them either way. Or states like Georgia, Pennsylvania, Nevada, you could flip them either way. These are the six, in my opinion, these six most important states in 2024. With the current demographics, with who each candidate would do good with. But as of now, this is my current prediction for 2024. Trump with 298 and Harris with 240. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, smash the like down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.